Hello, TOP here, Talking One Piece, and today it is the big fight, Zoro versus Sanji. Now, honestly, this one to me is pretty straightforward. I'm not saying it's a landslide, but I sort of don't understand the huge arguments about this topic, because to me there's one definitive winner, and might as well just say it. I think Zoro is stronger than Sanji. Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy are definitely the top three in the crew. There's no doubt about that. They even mention it multiple times. They're the three fighters. But we'll go through Zoro's aspects of why he would win, and we'll go through aspects of why Sanji will win, and I'll try and explain why I believe Zoro would beat Sanji in a fight. Okay. First point. Zoro always fights the second biggest villains. Now, I could have used this point to make Luffy in the other video stronger than Zoro, but Luffy does struggle more with his enemies, even though they are tougher. But yeah, from what I've seen, Sanji and Zoro have roughly the same sort of struggle with their villains. So at least most of the time, but Zoro does take down the second strongest. Definitely most of the time. The only time I can think of is when Sanji took on the stronger guy was maybe Punk Hazard. Sanji took on Virgo when Zoro took on Monet. But even then, Virgo almost fractured Sanji's leg when Zoro literally traumatized Monet to the point where she couldn't even put herself together. So yeah, that was a full-on defeat, humiliating defeat to Monet from Zoro. And this is probably my biggest point, but Zoro, how should I put this? Zoro's goal is become the strongest swordsman. Sanji's goal is to find the All Blue. What is Sanji other than a fighter? He's a cook. In fact, I think he would even call himself a cook before a fighter. Cook, then a lover, then a fighter. I think he would probably put it. But yeah, what is he doing when they're not fighting? He's cooking. When Zoro, his aim is based on fighting, becoming the strongest at something. What is he doing when they're on the Thousand Sunny, between their fights? He's working out. He's trying to get stronger every day, non-stop. Zoro doesn't have that other hobby. It's fighting. Recently, in the episodes at least, Sanji took on Doflamingo, and this is the point that people say that, Sanji takes on the stronger enemies, and that's why he was struggling at it. He surprise attacks Doflamingo, berates him with kicks, to the point, fair enough though, that Doflamingo did point out that he is strong, but Doflamingo didn't really flinch, and let's just face it, he destroyed Sanji in that fight. Sanji almost died and Law came to save him. Now, Zoro was going to attack Doflamingo and got surprise attacked from Fujitora, who sent a gravity wave and put him through the ground. And you can't really say that Doflamingo is stronger than Fujitora. If anything, Fujitora is stronger than Doflamingo. But that aside, they're both beasts who are beyond both Sanji and Zoro. But Zoro, after being surprise attacked and ambushed, he sends a sword attack that actually puts Fujitora off guard, and even sends him back a bit, and even escapes. He manages to fight himself out of it. I just thought I should mention that because people do mention that Doflamingo fight heaps, and then also people mention that Luffy got destroyed by Doflamingo. He did, but the difference in that fight, Doflamingo actually used hardened haki to the point where it was actually black on his cape, his feathered pink cape. And not only that, but then he used a surprise attack using his puppet version of himself to surprise attack Luffy when even his executives and people who worked for Doflamingo and in his family didn't even know what move that was. He went full out on Luffy. He didn't have too much trouble, but he used the haki punch. He sliced his back from behind. Used haki defense. But anyways, that's on a tangent. But honestly, I'd love to hear your points to why, if you believe that Sanji's stronger than Zoro, because I've been trying to wrap my mind around it, like, maybe they could be equal, but I honestly, from adding up evidence, if I had to say one person would win, I'm not saying it would be easy, but I think Zoro's got it. Anyways, I love these sort of things, these verses, putting my mind to, really think about this sort of stuff. Give me any ideas, any theories, any videos, video ideas, and tell me who you think would have won and why, because if I need to, then I'll make part 2 to this and go more into depth. But yeah, hope you liked. Like, subscribe, give me a comment for any idea for a video, and keep talking One Piece.